Hello, everyone.
Morning,
Uh,
guys.
Morning.
so I saw some comments in the community last week, I guess, that Jugas might left the project. So sorry,
Who may think of it?
but so I wanted to say that sorry, guys. Me and Nick are trying very hard every day, but the guy just keeps showing up, and well, we can't get rid of him. So
It's
he's here.
unsuccessfully.
Yeah, he's here today with us. So hi, Jugas.
Hi there.
Okay, so today we will have a presentation about our roadmap update, and we have some pretty exciting new features coming to MCC to make your game experience even more fun and engaging. So, for example, colonist and your profile customization. Additionally, as you already know, we have some new amazing, like really amazing new products coming in the pipeline, such as flying vehicle. And Nick already leaked me some pictures how it's gonna look, and it's like game changing and very, very amazing indeed. And of course, since our females are very sad now, there are no males on MCC. So next week we are releasing special edition male colonists, and shortly after that we will announce a new breeding season. So hooray! I know you are waiting for the new breeding season, so I hope you're gonna be excited about that as well. And well, our top priority, of course, is new community members, vibrant new community members, and we are currently working with new content creators, influencers, and partnerships every month. So we will continue doing that as well. And one more thing, what I wanted to say about DAO voting. So you guys voted yes. So we will unlock all sold out products every week. It will be one product that is sold out unlocked. So after this video, I'm gonna share the schedule for unlocking on Discord and Telegram channel, so you can guys check it out. And I guess that's it for me. I think Nika and Jugas will go deeper into the roadmap details. Okay?
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll be going through quickly all of the additions to the roadmap and presenting them, explaining them wherever needed. And yeah, I think we can. I just realized as you're mentioning DAO voting, we need to put a green check because that has actually been done already.
Oh, that's right.
So the roadmap's already out of date. Nice. So Judas, I'll let you take it away with your MCC stuff.
Super, okay. Thank you, Paula, for a great introduction. And we may want to explain every point of the roadmap, since we're not publishing a lot of details in the public roadmap, so that's why we want to explain it point by point. So let's start from this quarter. What we have done, 3 points. What we have done, we have released new Mars MCC page homepage, so you can see it live right now. It has some additional functions like raffle, spinning wheel, and some additional statistics. Land upgrade functionality, we have added a function for users to upgrade from 2 slot to 6 slots land. So some of the community members requested that, so we fulfill that as soon as possible. And we have done brand new function, achievements on MCC. So there will be a whole new section of MCC where you will be able to collect the badges, what you have completed, what tasks you have completed on MCC. So far, achievements are scoped only at MCC tasks, but we will be expanding them to 3D game as well. So our goal is for users to be able to see their achievements in 3D game in MCC and vice versa. Later on, to be honest, right now we are working on colonist customization function and tradable colonist parts. So our end goal is to offer users ability to trade their colonist parts, so they eventually will be unlocked and freely tradable. So any user could buy, sell, for example, gloves, boots, torso, or helmets, and mount them on their primary colonist. So it enhances users for personalization, customization, and more immersive gameplay. Then we're moving towards Binance Pay. We're working it for a pretty long time, a bit struggling with the KYC from their side, but we're gonna do that. And we'll be offering users to pay directly from Binance Wallet. As Paula mentioned, we'll be heading to Colonist Season 2, so you will be able to get a free colonist if you already have male and female colonists, so that's a great opportunity. And for this quarter, that's more or less that's it.
I'd like to add one thing about the breeding season. It's if you own a male and female colonist, you don't necessarily need to buy the new male colonist. If you have past male colonists, you can still use them.
Exactly.
But the comments about the new launch, because there's a lot of people who never got the opportunity to get one of the Gen 1 colonists. So I guess from that, thank you, Judas. I'll step into some of the game stuff. As those of you who have been following on Discord may know, right now our main priority is expanding the multiplayer feature set to go from what was the first version of multiplayer, which was more of a sandbox, rudimentary sandbox experience, to now including all of the systems that we currently have in single player. So everything from fabricators, electrical systems, mining, production, the electrical systems, all that stuff. So at the moment, we will be launching that in this quarter, this next update, and that will probably it'll be I mean, this quarter is already going to be quite soon. We're finishing QA on that right now, and we will also be introducing some of the first flying vehicles, and pets have already been launched. So that's another thing actually that's missing a green check mark. The first pet has already been launched, and Nancy, the second pet, has already been launched or will be launched soon. I believe Nancy's already been launched as well. And so that covers our Q4 development. The next update to multiplayer will also be integrating multiplayer into the same game client and patcher that we're already using. So no longer will you be needing two separate clients for the multiplayer and single player game.
Yeah, and as Paula mentioned, we have already completed a DAO voting about unlocking collections. So collections will be unlocked every 1 week. So moving to Q1, we're starting with the Blueprint Magic Box. So we'll be offering a Magic Box, which you will be able to open every 24 hours, and it will be premium Magic Box, which will be paid by resources, and you will be able to claim to win blueprints. Some of the community members requested that they want to buy a blueprints, so we not only offered option to buy them from a marketplace, but as well we'll be adding the Blueprint Magic Box function.
Sorry?
Sorry?
Since you mentioned that some community asked to do something, and so what I wanted to say that we read the chat actually every day, and your comments, and everything is always taking into consideration. So yeah. Keep doing that. Keep
Yeah,
writing.
the biggest inspiration and like the formation of the backlog is being done by the community. So yeah. Then will be moving forward with expansion of building on lands. So we see that community really likes and adores the building and development of their land. So our one of the key promises is for users to be able to build and maintain and improve their land. So we will be improving the MCC land expansion and building functionality. Then we have a thought about profile page upvotes. So it would act like a likes or upvotes for every single user profile on MCC. So users could have a clue and appreciate each other. Like we would be able to see which one of the community members is more popular or more visited profile. So it's like more or less experimental feature, but maybe it will work out. So we're eager to test it out. Then we do have My Empire Lands map. We're thinking and spending a lot of time thinking how to improve the experience of the landowner, like how to make the list of its land more immersing, more interesting, how to make it work well for both for users who has a few lands and for users who has hundreds lands, and how to help users develop their lands in convenient way. So we are thinking of 3D map of the buildings. We're still tackling some technical questions, so we don't have exact vision how it will look like, but we are moving towards that direction, and I'm really eager to present these kind of updates in the near future. Yeah, then the game comes in.
Yeah. So in the next version of the multiplayer that will be launching in Q1, will be primarily focused on optimization and expanding on the backend functionality that we'll already be having. And so when I say performance, those of you who have played in the first multiplayer version will have noticed sometimes if you had very large buildings and you just joined the server, it took a while for all those elements to load in. Obviously, the more developed servers will get, that will become more and more obvious. So that's going to be a priority for us to start tackling in this stage, gathering performance data on where we need to be improving and focusing our development time. We'll also be adding in more land management elements, such as being able to grant and restrict access to buildings and resource chests and stuff like that. So you could have a group of friends that all can work on the same building, share the same resources, but other people, random people who join the multiplayer server, won't have access to that. So that will be a very important step, which obviously for private lands won't be as necessary, but for public lands or lands that are privately owned but are open to the public to come and play, that will be a necessary step so that you can protect your own resources and stuff like that. And we'll also be implementing the first version of the the first automated version of the terrain generation system that's actually basing off of your lands. So like the lands we have right now in single player, like those are based off of lands in the 3D game, but a lot of the steps of the generation process were done manually, and converting that manual process to automatic is quite a task, as you can imagine, as there is over 100 or just under 100,000 lands. So that's something we have been working on in the background this whole time, and there hasn't been much to talk about, as it's like you saw the cool bit at the beginning, and then it's all just optimizing that pipeline. So we'll be launching some of the first results of that pipeline in Q1 as well.
Yeah, and we're pretty excited to announce that we are working on separate standalone Mars4 shooter game. The main goal of it is to publish it on the Steam platform, so that's why we're looking forward to make it Web 2 only for now. By doing that, we're seeking to attract new members, new community members, and to like spread the awareness of the Mars4 project overall. So yeah, it will be a new game mode where people will be like shooting each other, and it will be like Counter-Strike like game where you can pick a gun and shoot each other. Yeah, so let's move to the final quarter of Q3. It starts with leveling up system version 2. So we are really looking forward into offering users leveling system in MCC where they can have some kind of gameplay in the web browser. More like a gameplay, more like a storyline, what they can seek and compare each other, not only with the productivity score, but with the ordinary leveling up system. So it would be really easy to distinguish which user does how many progress, not only how many items he or she owns, but how active the user is. So we see this feature as really crucial one. So we're still shaping it, but we're looking forward that leveling up could include various actions like developing your land, playing 3D game, being active in a community and stuff. So I guess this function will introduce a lot of like immersiveness of the users into an MCC. Like overall, what we are doing with MCC is trying to engage users more by offering them more functions and more fun things to do in MCC. So that's our ultimate goal, to make people have fun in MCC, not only in 3D game. Second one will be automatic rewards for active players. It comes along with a leveling system, so we may want to offer some kind of rewards for users who reach some kind of level or reach some kind of achievements. So at the same time, we wanted that the users would know what exactly they will be getting. For example, if you will be reaching level 5, or if you will be gaining that badge, you will be getting free NFT or free resources or whatever. So we see that as a crucial component for leveling system. Since the building improvements task is huge, so we are breaking down it into two versions. So in the Q3, we will be releasing a second version of building improvements. Yeah, and that's it from MCC.
In the multiplayer V7 version that we'll be launching, we'll be expanding from a few servers, a few public servers, to introducing every player's individual servers based on the lands they own. And at that point, you'll be able to start persistently building on your own land and developing your own land, inviting your friends to play with you on your land. And at that moment, we'll also be finalizing the connections with the MCC. Although in all of these steps, you'll be getting more utility and more connection with the MCC and multiplayer. At this stage, you'll be able to start actually adding resources from the 3D game into the MCC. However, there will probably be some initial limitations on that. Keep in mind, as it is still, we'll need some beta period to make sure that we can balance the economy and that that there isn't any bugs or anything involved in that process before those resources become permanent. However, that's when that will begin balancing and playtesting that stage in this in Mars4's economic development. And also at that point, buildings that you are constructing on your own land in a 3D game will be affecting that land's productivity score as well. Thank you very much for everyone joining us. And
I
really think that community will have many questions after this roadmap, so we will try to answer at least some of them.
As always, we're on the social channels answering.
You mean me and you, Nick? Me and you. Yeah. Please, guys, tag Jugas daily. Please do that.
I'm mostly answering most of the questions through community managers, but yeah, still working on it.
Try to piss off Jugas, you know.
Don't jinx it.
Me and Nick.
Yeah, nice. It was a pleasure talking with you guys, and yeah, I guess we made it way more clear than it was before.
I think those presentations on Amaz are more exciting when it's only Nick there. You know, it's not so boring. So I'm looking forward for the comments about that. Maybe you know, in the future you want only Nick to present anything.
Don't feel bad, guys. I just have a lot more experience talking to myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you in Discord.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.